Hey everybody, so today is Christmas Eve. It's a little bit later in the day, and I am going to whip up a second batch of the magic cookie bars that I made in a previous video. But the twist I'm going to put on it today is they're going to be completely dairy free. I already ate the entire pan of the first batch before Christmas, so I'm going to try. I've never made them dairy free. Heck, I never made them until the other day. But let's give it a try. And I thought I'd show you what kind of products I use in place of the sweetened condensed milk and the butter and the milk chip, chocolate chips and all those things. So let's get to baking. So this recipe typically calls for 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, but since we're doing it dairy free, I'm going to use 1 can of cream of coconut. It also calls for butter. I'm going to use Country Crock plant butter. And then I have these chocolate chips. They're semi-sweet chocolate chips, but they're vegan, so there's no dairy. And then instead of white chocolate chips, I'm going to do some peanut butter chips. Let's get it all melted and put together.
This ones and stuff. And keep washing
They're in the sink. They're in the dish rack. Yeah. Now we're gonna go set this in the microwave to melt up our butter.
Okay, now I'm doing like 1.5 size batch because I didn't think that the original recipe had enough crumb crust. So instead of 1.5, we're gonna do 2 cups of graham crackers on the bottom here. Or 2.5 cups, sorry. We're gonna coat the breadcrumbs, or keep calling them breadcrumbs, the graham cracker crumbs in the butter. Just a chunk. Now I put a little more crackers in here. Looks pretty wet. Okay. They're all incorporated together. The butter, the graham crackers. Now, all we have to do is take our pan and start assembling. So we're gonna dump all this in here. Oh, closer. And just do a nice thin layer across the whole bottom of the pan. It said 9 by 13 pan, but I don't know. Even doubling the crust looks like very much. Can you turn the oven on to 350? Okay, we have the graham cracker crust put down, and now we're just going to pour over the top the coconut cream. I put mine in the microwave so it would all be liquid and easy to pour over the top, like sweetened condensed milk would be. And using coconut or cream of coconut is going to make it even more coconutty and delicious, I think. Instead of the sweet milk. And it's just as sticky too. Now all we have to do is layer on our toppings. I'm going to do some of the dairy-free vegan chocolate chips. Scattered all around. Rainbow. Left. Now making this recipe dairy-free is going to cost you a lot more than just the regular recipe. This simple bag of chocolate chips is like almost $6. But for some peanut butter chips for an extra layer of flavor. These I got a store brand, so they're pretty cheap. Alright. The very most important part of this, the rest of this bag of coconut. So I used the first half of this bag for the regular batch I made, and now I'm going to use the second half on this batch. Ooh, one coconut everywhere. Right. And now, like it says in the recipe, you just kind of pat it down into the crust. And now all we have to do is put this in the oven at 325 for, I think it's 25 minutes. All right, the dairy-free coconut bars or magic bars are all out of the oven. And the crust is, like the same kind of nice and golden, so it holds together. Oh, it smells like a tropical beach, kind of with a fresh coconut. Oh, yum. Can't wait to dive in when they cool, see how they taste. All right, this is out of the oven. It's not quite cool yet, but I want to clear it from the edges as best I can. I mean, a plastic knife is probably not my smartest choice, but it's fine. It's fine, it all works. Because I cannot wait until it cools all the way. Oh, I'm making a mess already. I am going to take a piece out. Oh, it doesn't stick together like it's supposed to. Okay, well, maybe I'll have to fudge with the recipe a little. Let's see if it tastes good. Just pile the toppings into the crust. Give it a little blow because it's crazy out, but you definitely need to let it sit up. Alright, it's not as good making it dairy-free. I don't know if it's the, what is it, cream of coconut? But the edges are really crispy. Maybe if it sets up a little bit, it'll be better. We'll have to see. But I think I pretty much already knew that the original would be better, but this one will cause less tummy issues for the allergy friendly. So, let me know if you tried the dairy-free or the regular version in the comments below.